Om.
ॐ शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, verse 13. How to identify or find out which of the three gunas is predominant at a particular period of time. The signs or marks were being given. We have seen when Sattva guna is predominant and Rajoguna is predominant. Now Bhagavan is telling us when Tamoguna becomes predominant. Read 13.
अप्रकाशो प्रवृत्तिश्च प्रमादो मोह एव च तमस्येतानि जायन्ते विवृद्धे कुरु नन्दन।
We have seen this verse in general. Take Bhasya, read Aprakashaha, Avivekaha.
अप्रकाशः अविवेकः अत्यन्तम् अप्रवृत्तिः च प्रवृत्तभावः तत्कार्यम् प्रमादः मोहः एव च अविवेकः मूढता इत्यर्थः।
Aprakashaha means Aviveka, lack of Viveka, discrimination. That way, even a sattvic person also has got Aviveka. Not that way. Here, Atyantam Aviveka, total absence of Viveka. He doesn't know anything about others, about oneself, what is to be done, what is not to be done. Totally Aviveka. A sattvic person has got Viveka about Atma and Atma maybe. But he has got Viveka with respect to many of the things, even Rajasic person. But as far as Tamasic person who is predominantly Tamasic is concerned, the total lack of Viveka, doesn't know anything at all. Again, Apravritti, that is, it should be taken that way. Avivekaha Atyantam means Atyantam Aviveka. Then the word Apravritti from the verse is taken. Apravritti. The meaning is given Pravritya Bhava, absence of Pravritti. Pravritti is positive pursuit of doing something. as far as this person is concerned, atyanta pravritya bhava. He doesn't take to any endeavor at all. Any karmas he doesn't take to. Tatkaryam. Tatkarya means the effect of aprakasha or aviveka as what this tamoguna, that's what is it. Tatkaryam pramodaha, not sorry, pramoda, pramadaha. Pramada is carelessness, not doing what needs to be done, inadvertence, pramada. Moha, delusion, knowing something to be known in the contrary manner. Topsy-turvy, ulti khopdi. How exactly it will be known, he doesn't know. Not only that, he takes it to be the opposite, in the opposite manner. So that is how moha evacha. Again, the moha meaning is given avivekaha. Its meaning is given mudata. Mudata means here that is total lack of viveka. Ityartha. This is the meaning. When these appear, it's continued. Bhasya.
तमसि तमसि गुणे विवृद्धे एतानि लिंगानि जायन्ते हे कुरुनंदन.
हे कुरुनंदन. O Arjuna, tamasi gune vivruddhi. When tamoguna becomes predominant, etani lingani. These lingas, these signs, these marks, what are they? Aprakasha, apravritti, pramada, moha, all these jayanti. So here, tamasi. Tamasi means tamoguna. Are born, Arjuna. Now, on account of the predominance of these gunas at the time of death, what result is gained? See, at the time of death, which guna will be predominant? The one who is along, all along. You can't say the person, tamasic person, suddenly becoming sattvic at the time of death. Not possible. What one lives all life long, same thing will be predominant at the time of the death. Depending on that, what one gets is being told. Bhasya, read Maranadvarena api.
मरणद्वारेण अपि यत् फलं प्राप्यते तदपि संगराग हेतुकं सर्वं गौणम् एव इति दर्शयन् आह यदा सत्वे इति.
Maranadvarena api. Even through the means of death, the way one dies, yat phalam prapyate. Whatever result is gained, tadapi, tad here stands for phalam. That phala result also, which has got this cause. Hetukam. Hetukam means which has got these causes. What are those? Sangha, raga as hetu karana. Sangha, asakti. Excessive, raga, preeti. So that Sangha, Raga. Or you can take Sangha, Asakti, means Priti only. Raga, Trishna, hankering. Hankering for certain things. So that is how whatever Preeti, love has got to get or become. Whatever hankering one has got. He says, this, the cause of this is what? Sarvam Gaunameva. Gauna here is not secondarily product of guna only. Gaunam Satvadi Guna Prayuktam, which is employed by Sattva Adi Guna. Sarvam Gaun iti Darshayan Aha. Showing this, Bhagwan says now, take the verse, Yada Sattve, read.
यदा सत्त्वे प्रवृद्धे तु प्रलयं याति देहभृत् तदोत्तमविदान् लोकान् अमलान् प्रतिपद्यते.
Yada Dehabhrit Sattve Pravruddhe Sati, to Sati to be added, to Pralayam Yati, Tada Amalan Uttamavidaha Lokan Pratipadyate. Amalan Uttama Vidam Lokan Pratipadyate. Yada, when, means the time of death now. Dehabhrut. Literally, Dehabhrut means one who wields the body. Individual jiva. Dehabhrut. But merely having a body cannot be Dehabhrut. One who is identified with the body. One who is identified with the body. Means ignorant jiva. Yada Dehabhrut. Sattve pravruddhe sati. When the sattva guna is predominant, we have seen when sattva guna is predominant, etc., like that. To pralayam yati. Gains pralaya means dies. When a person dies with predominant sattva guna, then what happens? Tada, then that person amalan uttamavidan lokan pratipadyate. Pratipadyate gains lokan, the world, that means the heavens. The lokas here, heavens. What are those? Amalan. Amalan means malarahita. Here mala impurity is rajoguna and tamoguna. That means he gets the lokas which is meant for those who are highly sattvic. Malarahita means, as per the Shastra, we can say Brahma Loka, etc. Among the heavens, Brahma Loka is the highest type of, highest standard of living. Two categories are there. One category who live there until the pralaya takes place. Again, they are reborn. Other category are the ones who are eligible for Krama Mukti. There they gain Atma Jnana and remain until pralaya. When kalpa ends, then they get liberated. So, but as you have seen, I told you from Kathopanishad, Atma Jnana is very, very, very clear in Brahmaloka, even better than Manushaloka, Bhuloka. The clarity is like in that word, contrast between light and darkness. In Bhuloka, it is like seeing your face in the mirror. That is what a human being can gain the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. The residual Antakana Samskaras are there. Brahmaloka is much more clear. But Bhashyakara remarks, better don't aspire for it. Because going to Brahmaloka is very, very difficult. You need not spend all that time in karma and upasana, which makes you eligible to go to Brahmaloka, only to what? Have that bhoga and finally gain the yoga knowledge. That shows lack of vairagya. One should have that vairagya even for so-called Brahmaloka. Gain the knowledge right now here. Again, having gone there, you are stuck up until the pralaya kala. You have to wield the body. See, very interesting. A common man aspires for more and more bhoga. Bhoga is Vishaya bhoga. More and more sense pleasures. Common is natural to any common man. But one thing everyone forgets. To have sense pleasure, what is the first and foremost thing you should have? What should have? Physical body. Physical body. Subtle body. Body and the mind. Means you have already signed a contract to have sorrows. Because you cannot be free from sorrow so long as you have got the physical body and the subtle body. The intensity may differ depending on your prarabdha and what are the samskaras. But it is inevitable. Suppose if no sorrows, it is one thing is that. What is that? Cyclic hunger and thirst. Someone said, this wretched hunger. Hunger is really wretched. You know, you understand when you are hungry and you are not able to get the food. A hungry man can do anything. It's something unbearable. And this we have to attend to daily. Not even once, 2-3 times a day. Diseases, new are coming. You can't avoid. All we are ordered. Because why? We want sense pleasures. Even the heavenly bodies, including Brahmaloka body, is a nuisance. It may be a means for sense pleasure, but a nuisance. Who has ordered this? We. What for? Sense pleasures. See, You may say, how do you say that body is a mind are source of sorrow? You can verify it. During the waking, we are prone to be sorrowful on account of two things. Physical, you see, think, don't swallow just like that. See that it's the truth. And you have a body, you can't escape it. Don't blame, oh, because that happened, oh, my karma, etc. Not the thing. Your body means it's bound to be there. Only the intensity may vary, the pattern may vary, the type may vary, but we are prone to be sorrowful. Waking state, we are prone to be sorrowful because of the physical body and the mind. In dream state, physical body is cut off. Even a terminal cancer patient with agonizing pain, if he sleeps, that pain is not. But mental sorrows are there. Means when the physical body and the mind you are aware of are present functionally, you are prone to be sorrowful. In sleep, both these are not there. You have no sorrow whatsoever. Are you convinced at least now? If I want to have a sense pleasure, I must have the body-mind complex first, which is invariably the source of sorrow. You can't escape that. Then you may say, that is true, sir, but it is inevitable. Without that, how can I get the sense pleasure? Yes. But have you thought of what is sense pleasure? A pleasure, a delight, a joy you get from the Vishaya, sense object. Yes or no? But that happiness is not truly from the Vishayas. That is your Swarupa. You have Shraddha in the Shastras. It is a Swarupa. This also can be verified if you are available for inquiry. In sleep, after you wake up, what is your recollection? Was it sorrowful or happiness? Happiness, is it not? The person who slept may be an emperor of emperor or a beggar of beggars. Happiness. Look, physical body out in sleep. Out means out of your cognition. Mind, subtle body out of your cognition. No sorrows. Again, because sense organs actually are not functioning, mind is not functioning, you have no source of Vishaya Sukha. There is no chance whatsoever of gaining the sense pleasure. And yet, though you may not know at that time of sleep, on waking up you recollect, I slept happily. I did not know anything. There is Swarupa. In sleep, only two entities were there. One is your Swarupa, other is ignorance. It is because of ignorance at that time you could not know you are Ananda Swarupa. But that experience you recollect because of this. See, when Vishayas are not there, still Ananda is there. This is a Swarupa Ananda. At least are you convinced now? Bhoga, Vishaya Bhogas, sense pleasures, whatever the happiness they give in, our own Swarupa borrowed and given to you, you don't know from where it has come. You think it has come from the Vishaya sense object. Run after that with investment of the body, which is the source of sorrow. and then scream, Ayo, samsara. This calamity, that calamity, this doesn't happen according to my wish, that doesn't happen according to my wish, that fellow did that, so did that, he's responsible for that. I didn't do anything at all. This is all the usual script of samsara. Slight variation from individual to individual. All because you know not you are Paramananda Swarup. Something is so strongly obstructing it. Unless you overcome that obstruction, you will continue in this pursuit of do something and gain something to get happiness. That is why Shastra comes in picture. Shastra means inquiry, vichar. There are many Shastra, do this, do that and get this. But if you really want to solve the problem of this samsara, to really be free from Janma Marana, which we have not still understood, not still found the problem. What is samsara except the word being born in India, except the word we don't take the word seriously. Then samsara means what? Have wife, husband, children, property, etc. Samsara. No. This ever present, what is that? Pleasure hunting process, for which we have to take birth and birth after birth, birth after Janma Marana, Janma Marana, Janma Marana, we have to take. And yet, no one can claim that because of sense pleasure, I got the contentment, I don't need anything further. Here comes the Shastra tells, you have disowned your Paramananda Swarupa. Some obstruction is there. Get rid of the obstruction. What is the obstruction? Our deeply rooted concept that Vishayas, sense objects, are capable of giving me happiness, and therefore I pursue. As a result, I am always extrovert, bahirmukha. This bahirmukhata, extrovertedness, is the main obstruction. Of course, its original cause is ignorance of ourselves. At practical level, we have to withdraw the preoccupation of mind in the Vishayas, sense object, for which we will be required to assess the sense objects. Are they really capable of giving me joy that I want? How to assess? How to inquire? Shastra provides us, but we have to conduct the inquiry and get convinced. Sense pleasures are not competent enough to give what we want in life. We have to seek our own Swarup. So therefore, everything is centered where? In our pursuit of this. And that be the case. Even in Brahmaloka, you are dependent on body. There may not be the sorrows like on earth, but you have to be in that loka until end of the kalpa, up to pralaya. Till then, every day, Vedanta, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Of course, the Guru will be Prajapati, Brahmaji, but you have to attend. We have to take Nididhyasana. So why all this thing? Because still that hankering from Brahmaloka was there. The pleasure from there, that also should be got rid of. Get it right now here. First, we have to get ourselves convinced. Don't make listening to Gita even satsang. Good, nothing wrong with that. But you have to go beyond that. Discover the fact what Bhagavad Gita wants to reveal. Take the pursuit seriously. Even if we lack something in terms of eligibility, pray to Ishvara. He is there all the time to help us. We'll be happy, very happy. Because he is bored all the time. These people give me this, give me that, give me that, begging for this and that. He'll be happy to help us by conferring the eligibility to gain this knowledge. Even see, food, the prayer. Jnana Vairagya Siddhartam Bhikshan Dehi Parvati. Parvati, Annapurna, the deity of the food. Jnana Vairagya Siddhartam. I am stuck up with this body. I can't get rid of it and I have to feed it. But let this not be a perennial thing forever. Let me end this vicious circle right now in this birth itself, for which I need Vairagya and consequent Jnana. Once I have got, I can get freedom from it. Annapurne Sadapurne Ishvara Prana Vallabhe Jnana Vairagya Siddhartam Bhikshan Dehi Cha Parvati. Annapurne is full of what? The deity of food. Annapurne. Sadapurne, perfect Paramanda Sarup. Ishvara Pranavallabhe, of Paramatma, you are the very power by which the Srishti is created. Jnana Vairagya Siddhatam. You know that story? When Shiva and Parvati were talking now, Shiva taunted Parvati something like that. This goes on. But maybe it was beyond the limit. Parvati got hurt. She disappeared. She disappeared. She disappeared means what? No food available. All Rishi and this Shiva, very Shiva, he lost his Swarupa. He is not aware what is happening. Yes. Rishi Munis started finding what is happening. Why no food at all? They could find out, this some gadbad has happened between the original couple, Parvati Parameshwara. Parvati is on lightning strike, not available, nowhere seen at all. They went with petition to who? Shiva. Bhagavan, trai. Please protect. This is a condition of the world. Shiva, so he understood. And also understood his mistake. He has hurt badly Parvati. He said, don't worry, I will take care. He took the garb of that and he to find out where is Parvati. She is in Varanasi, Kashi. Took the, what is that, garb of a monk, a sannyasi, and went to. She is sitting in the throne. Bhiksha Dehi. Ask her, she has to give. She didn't recognize that is Shiva. She gave. Shiva revealed who he is. Then Parvati felt very bad because her children, people are starving. So then that they say, I have heard like this, in that Annapurna temple in Varanasi, when the bhoga is offered, when bhoga is offered, generally what happens? Naivedya is offered and then it is given as distributed prasad. Here it is not so, it seems. First prasad is distributed, then Naivedya is offered. Who? Mother will feed the children first and she will take afterwards. Because she has found all are starving. Even the indispensable food we seek must be for this purpose only. To gain knowledge with the means of vairagya. In the Shastras, anything and everything that we have to take to is presented as direct or indirect means to gain the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Nothing short of it. But not knowing this scheme of Shastra, we get entangled in the in-between byproducts results. Chota results. No. It should be totally for gaining the Atma Jnana only. Now these people, Amalan, pure, free from Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Amalan, Uttamavidam. Uttamavit here means a person who has taken exalted upasanas. This with Veda, etc. Vedas, in the Vedas, etc. word in the Vedas refers to upasana or upasaka. Uttamavida, highest upasana is Hiranyagar upasana, which enables one to go to Brahmaloka, or if much more mature, post of Hiranyagar also. Here, this Uttamavida Loka, the lokas, the heavens that can be gained by great upasakas. What he gets? He gets Pratipadyate. He gains. एक भाष्य यदा सत्वे प्रवृद्धे
यदा सत्त्वे प्रवृद्धे उद्भूते तु प्रलयं मरणं याति प्रतिपद्यते देहभृत् आत्मा तदा उत्तमविदान् महदादितत्त्वविदाम् इति एतत्.
यदा when सत्वे प्रवृद्धे, sattva means grown means rajoguna and tamoguna are subdued and sattva guna is predominant. Pralayam yati. Pralayam also means maranam yati. One dies. Yati means pratipadyate, against. One gains death means one dies. Who? Dehabhrut. Dehabhrut. With the Bhashyakara gives the word meaning of this Atma. Now this is not Satchidananda Atma. Jivatma. Who is that? Anatmani Atmabhiman Ajnaha. The Ajna, ignorant person who has got Atma-bhimana, notion of I-ness in anatma, in the entities that is not I. Where do you fit in? Where do you fit in? In Devabrata or not? Simple, find out what you take as I. Do you not take body as I? Body is an Atma. Why? Inert in nature. Born, subject to death. Atma is what? Never born, never dies. All the time, Chaitanya Tattva, not inert. You are who? Devabrata. Mind also, anything. Any inert thing is anatma. We mistake it to be I. Don't say, no, no, no. We are lively, sentient. That is borrowed sentience. A person who is alive and just, let's say, unfortunately dies. What is that? Is inert body. Something which made it sentient is missing now. In one way or other. So therefore, he says, is that taking the inert body as I. Such people mean jiva. And actually what happens? The body dies and takes new bodies. That dies and takes new bodies. But mistakenly we think that Chaitanya Atma dies and takes new body onwards. No, it is not so. It is a wrong notion. So with the Devabrata, tada, when the jiva ends in physical body, tada, and when Sattve pravruddhe, Sattoguna is predominant. Tada, Uttama vidam loka. Uttama vidam, Shankara explains here, Mahadari tattva vidam means Mahadari tattva means Hiranyagarbha. Vidam upasakana means those who take to exalted upasanas like Hiranyagarbha upasana. Hiranyagarbha upasana is the topmost upasana. Number 2 is Virat upasana. Macrocosm, deity of macrocosmics, gross bodies. Hiranyagarbha is deity of macrocosmic subtle body. Such exalted upasana one takes to, its result he gets. And they are amalan. Continue, lokan amalan.
लोकान् अमलान् मलरहितान् प्रतिपद्यते प्राप्नोति इति एतत्.
Lokas, fields of experiences, here heavens. Amalan, highly pure. Malarahita, free from mala. So, mala means here free from rajoguna and tamoguna. Trace may be there because no upadhi is free from any of these gunas. Trace of other is there, but here predominantly sattvic in nature. Pratipadyate means prapnoti, he gains. Iti is. We come to know when the not Sattva is predominant, what embodiment the jiva gets mercy. So what should you do? You should aspire for that. Even that is not desirable. Get past that also. How you can get past? By knowing your Swarup. This may be highly dharmic, most covetable. Use moksha also in course of time. But when there is direct method right now here. Why aspire for this? Because see, to get Brahmaloka, you may have to spend many births. Continuous upasana, etc. Many births. It is not a wise proposal. So therefore, the Vairagya for even the Brahmaloka must be there. No, Swamiji, we have got already Vairagya. We don't believe in heavens only. Yes, you don't believe in heaven, but in the local heavens you believe, is it not? That is why you run away in the summer, etc. here and there. Or whenever you have a vacation, you run away here and there. That is your concept of heaven. But these are the still better places. But hereafter, not with this embodiment. Even for such, he has no desire for it. Now, what happens when a person dies? When the person dies during the predominance of Rajoguna. Read 15 verse.
रजसि प्रलयं गत्वा कर्मसङ्गिषु जायते तथा प्रलीनस्तमसि मूढयोनिषु जायते.
Add Dehi Rajasi. Add Pravruddhe Sati Pralayam Gatva Karma Sangishu Jayate Tatha Tamasi. Again add Pralayam Gatva. No, not Pralayam Gatva. Pravruddhe Sati. Tamasi Pravruddhe Sati Pralinaha. Add sun. Pralinaha. Add sun. Mudhayonishu Jayate. Mudhayonishu Jayate. Arjuna, Dehi, with the Dehi, Dehabhrat, Jiva, individual entity, identified with the bodies. Rajasi Pravruddhe Sati. When Rajoguna is predominant. Pralayam Gatva means Maranam Prapya. Pralaya is Marana, Gatva Prapya. Having died. Karma Sangishu Jayate. Is born in the family of those who are karma sangi, engrossed in the karmas. They are karmas, Vedic karmas. It gives a hint that they are born as human beings and not in heavens. Because in heaven, karmadhikara is not. Eligibility to take to karma is in only Manusha Loka. In Devalokas, it is not there. Some exceptions may be there, but generally it is not there. Means having died with Rajoguna Pradhanama, there is no hope for going to heaven. Is born the human birth. This as far as death, when the Rajoguna is predominant. Now, when Tamoguna is predominant, one dies, what happens? Tatha, in the same manner. Tamasi Pravruddhe Sati. When Tamoguna is predominant, Tamasi Pravruddhe Sati. Pralinaha, sun. Pralinasa means having died. Pralaya, pralina, death. Having died, that jiva, where is he born? Mudha yonishu jayati. Yonis, species. Mudha of Pashu, etc. Animals, insects, reptiles, birds, like that. In such embodiment, he is born. Bhasya read, Rajasi Gune Vivruddhi.
रजसि गुणे विवृद्धे प्रलयं मरणं गत्वा प्राप्य कर्मसंगिषु कर्मासक्तियुक्तेषु मनुष्येषु जायते तथा तद्वत् एव प्रलीनः मृतः तमसि विवृद्धे मूढयोनिषु पश्वादियोनिषु जायते.
Rajasi Gune Vivruddhi. When Rajoguna is predominant. Pralayam Gatva. Pralaya, again Marana. Gatva, Prapya, already told earlier. That person, where is he born? Karma Sangishu Jayate. Who is Karma Sangi? Karma Sakti Yukteshu Manusheshu. Jayate. Jayate is born in the family of those who are attached to karma, who take to the performance of karma as enjoined by the Shastra, as enjoined by the Vedas. Dharmic people. There he is born. Means he will also do the same. Tatha, this we have already seen. He is born in the karma sangi means he has taken human embodiment. Because in heaven there is no eligibility to take to karma. So that he doesn't go to heaven. Tatha, so also, tadvadeva in the same manner. Pralinaha means brutaha. When tamasi vivruddhi, when tamoguna is predominant, this person, where is he born? Mudha yonishu. Yoni, species. Mudha means totally avivekis. What are those? Pashwadi yonishu jayate. In the species or the womb of Pashu, animals, Adi, all lower embodiment. Lower means lower than human embodiment. Bhoga wise, heavenly embodiments are higher embodiment because higher bhoga is less than human embodiment, lower embodiment because more sorrow is there. In between is the human embodiment. Mixture of both sorrow and joy. So that here, this is the plight of those who will die at when Rajoguna is predominant or Tamoguna is predominant. To make it very clear, Bhagavan Krishna is summarizing what he has told in the last two verses, 14 and 15. Atita Shloka read Bhasya.
अतीत श्लोकार्थस्य एव संक्षेप उच्यते कर्मण इति.
Karmanaha iti.
कर्मणः
By the verse beginning from Karmanaha. Atita Shlokarthasya. Of the two verses bygone, just now seen. Arthasya Sankshepaha uchate. Summary is given. Means here follows the summary of what was told in the earlier two verses. How karmana sukrutasya iti. By the phrase, by the verse starting from karmana sukrutasya iti. Read karma sukruta. Sukrutasya onwards.
कर्मणः सुकृतस्याहुः सात्विकं निर्मलं फलं रजसस्तु फलं दुःखम् अज्ञानं तमसः फलम्
Sukrutasya karmana satvikam nirmalam phalam ahu. Rajasastu dukkham phalam. Dukkham phalam. Ajnanam tamasaha add to phalam. Ajnanam tamasaha add to phalam. Sukrutasya. Sukruta means karmas done very well. Means with sattvic predominance. Sukruta also means well done. Ishvara, having created this Jagat, just observed, and he patted his back. Sukrutam, well done. Jagat is always well done. There's nothing wrong in that. But we make it a hell by misusing it. We are responsible. Otherwise, why? Jagat is nothing but manifestation of what? Sarupa. Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa. Sukrutasya means karmas prompted by Sattva Guna in this context. The phalam, the result of karmas taken to by Sattva Guna. What is it? Satvikam ahu. That phala also is sattvic. Means it is full of Sattva Guna. Karma born of Sattva Guna, result also full of Sattva Guna. Jnana, Prakasha, Vairagya, etc. Satvikam, Nirmalam Phalam. Again, Nirmala means free from predominance of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Phalam Ahu. That is what Shastra Vidaha Ahu. Those who know Vedas, those who know Shastra, this is. Whereas to Rajasaha, to Dukkham Phalam. Rajoguna result means what? Sorrow. What sorrow, how sorrow, different thing. But one thing definite, one gets sorrow only because of Rajoguna karma. Dukkham. Whereas Ajnanam, Tamasaha to Ajnanam phalam. The result of Tamoguna is Ajnana. Ajnana is Aviveka Praya. Almost loss of faculty of discrimination. What is right, what is wrong is not at all known. So, that tamasaha phalam. That is what the Shastra says. So, we'll see in detail. Bhasya will take next.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ।